Australia. Happy New Year to you now. So it's the Chinese New Year starting tomorrow for us in the UK. And I thought it would be nice to make some little packages for my friend's children. She's Chinese, and she messaged me to see if I'm in tomorrow. So I thought I'd better have something ready to give to her kids, and also something to give to my children. So we're going to be decorating this piece of Poppy Parade cardstock and decorating it tone on tone. Got lots of red happening. Got real red, cherry cobbler. I may even bring in a little bit of Mary Malone, just to see if we might need it. Don't know. We'll see. Anyway, great to see you. Thank you for joining and watching on the replay. And we're going to be making a little package out of this one sheet wonder. So I'm doing a stamped whole sheet, and then we're going to be cutting it up to make little packages. Now I'm not doing the envelopes. I'm going to make the little, very simple triangle packages, which are great for wedding favours, party favours, that kind of thing. I know we're not really meeting as such for that type of thing at the moment, but if you wanted to send out some little gifts to somebody, this is a really nice way to package something. And I'm hoping to make quite miniature ones. I have done them in the past where I've used a piece of paper and I think done 3 out of a piece of A4 cardstock, but I'm going to try and go even smaller. So we'll see if we can do that. So the stamp set that I have chosen is the back-to-back blooms, and thought it would be nice to have a bit more of an experiment with this stamp set. I haven't played with it a great deal as yet, so let's get some stamps and get stamping. So the reason this is called back-to-back blooms is because, can you see the imagery there? This stamp set can be used stuck on either of the two sides. So either you can have all that lovely detail, the line detail, or you can just have the solid. So it gives you these two options if you want to use them that way. I don't know if I'm going to be using the solid option tonight. I think it's mainly going to be the detailed one. So hands up, who's got this stamp set and who's been playing with it, and what do you think of it? And would you recommend it? Is this a stamp set you would recommend to a beginner? Because I think I would. Someone who's wanting to get started in this whole realm of, you know, stamping a whole sheet and all that kind of thing, then it's definitely one that I would personally recommend. So you're welcome. Oh, Esther's not got this one. Oh, this might go on Esther's to borrow off Ruth list. Okay, so let's get started. Now I said, oh, I'm not going to use the other side, the blobby sides. I'm wondering whether to actually use the blobby side, just for an extra bit of detail. Oh, dear me. See, I am allowed to change my mind. See, I can start off with what I think is going to happen, and then I change my mind. So there we go. I've changed my mind already. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to call up my video so I can see all you lovelies commenting. Now the other thing about this is that you do have to make sure that the stamp is very well stuck down onto your block. So it's worth pressing down quite hard onto a piece of paper to get it properly adhered. Okay, now what's this? Real red. Actually, I won't use real red. I'm going to use Poppy Parade, which is the colour of the cardstock I am using. Okay, oops. Oh, what's Esther been up to? So I've just seen everyone going, don't overdo it, Esther. What's she done? Oh, Esther's working hard. Yes, she is. Deborah needs a list to borrow off me. No, it won't get to you that soon, Deborah Mitchum. You're better off borrowing them off Bobby. Or Denise. Oh, is it Glenna's the night out? Is it on a Thursday? Oh, yes, she's quite busy on one day of the week, isn't she? Okay, I know you can't see that very well, but it is there, honest. Honest gov. Okay, so I'm kind of blobbing these around the place. I'm not really quite sure what I'm doing, but I'm sort of clustering them in twos. Do two down here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then sort of filling up the gaps. The only thing about doing this is that I'm going to have a very stained stamp set, but it's worth it. So I'm going to clean this off very, 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 very quickly, and I think I still have one of my stamping cleaners somewhere here. Oh, I've got a brand new one, an opened one. So unfortunately, Stampin' Up! Don't sell these anymore, but I thought they were brilliant. I thought they helped cut down on the stainage. So when they were in the clearance rack, I bought an extra one. As long as you use them straight away, I found. Right, pop that there for a second. Sorry, I'm missing comments because I'm focusing on stamping, so Esther, you have to call me and update me if there's anything important that I've missed. Oh yes, half term next week. Yay! Okay, so next to the blobs of 2, I'm doing a medium-sized blob. Okay, so yesterday in the video I was talking about when we use different size flowers, how it is important to have a large, a medium and a small, and that's again the reason why I would recommend this stamp set. If you're a beginner in this type of stamping, then this stamp set is a very, very good one, because Stampin' Up! has created lots of options within this one stamp set, which I think is really, really good. Okay, right, just clean that off. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this one. Now, I used the chemicals on this last one, that cleaner pad, so I'm just going to wipe it off with a wet cloth and then flip this over like that. Oh, what did I miss? Martina said, if everyone's going, Martina's hint really works. What's she talking about? I missed that. So I'm just trying to read back these comments. Esther can tell me again. Right, let's go for Cherry Cobbler. I want this to definitely show up here. So I'm going to just take my time to ink this to make sure it's really, really well inked. Hi Amanda, hi Wanda, hi Jackie, Linda, Vicky, Esther, Kay, Cindy, Bonnie, Delinda, Deborah Borton, Nessa, Martina, Dana. Who have I missed? Kelly Rose, Subu, Delinda. Sorry if I've missed anybody. Okay, right. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me just get this light moved because I think it's almost too bright so that you can't really see Oh dear. I'm afraid there's not much I can do about this. Hi Tina from Seattle. Ooh, lots of snow with you then, Amanda. Yeah, we haven't got that amount at all. Has that affected your work at all, Amanda? Oh, Bonnie, actually, Bonnie's gone. WhatsApp worked. That's because I actually messaged you myself, because I messaged the whole group and then realised I hadn't put you back in the broadcast group. So I private messaged you. So, but Bonnie's going on about this WhatsApp broadcast group that I have. So if you want to be notified and you use WhatsApp, if you want to be notified when I go live, if you email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, and with your mobile phone number, and also your region, because I need to know your region so I know what code to put in. I send a little message. It's basically the link to the video every time I go live. So, well, funny enough, Bonnie, last night as I was talking to you, trying to sort it all out, I thought I had re-added you to the group and just assumed that you were back in the group. And so I double checked once I sent the message to see if you got it. And I was like, why hasn't Bonnie got it? And then I went to the group and realised that for some reason you weren't there. So I have now definitely added you back in. So there we go. Right, now I'm sorry if you can't see this very clearly, but it does really look quite pretty. But it is very much red on red on red. So you have to shovel the snow every day to get the eggs out of the egg room. Oh, I'm thinking of you. Oh, bless you. Does it affect the laying at all then, Amanda? The chickens, or are they quite warm in their hen house? Hi, Deborah. Hi, Susan Pitts. Welcome. Do give a shout out if you're new, if you're saying hi for the first time, or if you've just discovered my channel for the first time. People on here tend to give a very warm welcome. So just say if you've not been on a live before. People are also very nosy. They like to know where you are from in the world as well. How many chicks? 12,000. Oh, warm in their sheds. Oh, good. Okay, so that was cherry cobbler that I just used, and then I'm thinking about a bit of the Merry Merlot for Merlot. Esther keeps telling me off how I say Merlot. Oh, hello, Janice. Well, she's not that incognito. She's just, 10,000 eggs a day. So how many eggs will you pick up generally on your shift, Amanda? I love learning about what people do, and fascinating. Yeah, that's funny, Esther. Amanda picks up 6,000 eggs a day. Okay, so let's calculate. If it takes 6 eggs to make a chocolate brownie, that's 1,000 brownies worth of eggs. Like, not one brownie, like a tray of brownies. Makes me feel good though, the idea of 1,000 trays of brownie. That would last me 3 years if I had a tray a day. I like that idea. So what I've done is I've created these little clusters of flowers, and so once I've got my clusters, I'm working outwards from those clusters with these little viney, veiny type things. And I know I keep saying this about this stamp set, but it really is a good beginner one because it's got all these different textures here. And that is what you do want from a singular stamp set. I also notice it doesn't have any sentiments, so this stamp set is great whatever language you speak. It's the language of flowers, this one. Hi Kate, welcome. Katie's Stamps, hello. Oh, you're usually busy at this time of day. Oh, great to have you. Hi Christine Morgan. Nice to see you. It looks like Chinese silk. Oh, you've just given me an idea, Martina, to stamp some texture over this. Okay, I'm just having a look at it now. I'm thinking, do I do some little leaves? Because I have this little leaf one here. Oh, look at that. Can you see that all okay? I wonder if the camera's being a bit funny because there we go. It's a lot of red. Probably not the best colour for me to do in weird lighting. Yes, golden flakes. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Although I might just give in and do some gold embossing. Because I think I want to keep whatever I do quite delicate. Oh, just thought, let's try Cobblegon. Hi Janine. Oh, you can see it clearly. Oh, it's just on my device maybe that it's not so clear. Right, so if I was to do gold embossing, I think I'd want to put some sort of texture. Oh, these and these. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I've still got ink pads open here. Let's tidy up a bit. Yes, gold. Okay, while you all kind of faint over the idea of gold, I'm just going to tidy up a bit because this desk is pretty full now. I've got 4 red ink pads out, plus my cleaner, which I must use. So excuse me while I just clean up these stamps for a second. Oh yes, they do look like fireworks. You're right. I'm just going to clean these and set these off to the side. Oh yes, I will get ink everywhere. You know me. The virus stamp. It would, wouldn't it, Martina? If no one knows what Martina's talking about, she's talking about there's a stamp in Pretty Perennials. She calls it the virus stamp, that one. Right, so let's get this one, that one out and that one out. Which, funny enough, I used these the other day, didn't I? Actually, that is quite cute as well. Oh, should I do a bit of dottage as well? Might just have to. Now, where's my embossing buddy? This is going to be fun. Finding everything. Oh, found it. Yes, it should follow the lunar calendar. Oh, thank you, Linda. No, I've been quite good at how I've organised. I think because I spent the time to pack my craft room up before everything got packed up. I roughly have got a good handle on where things are, craft-wise. Other stuff in the house, I don't know where they are, but crafty things I do know. That's the important stuff, isn't it? Right, I even have my heat tool right beside me in a drawer. Now, where the embossing powder is, oh yes, I think I even know where that is too. That should be in one of these drawers. In a thing called embossing powder. Oh my goodness, get me. How organised is that? Right, so now I need to just find the reverse mark and we'll be away. Shock horror. Funny. Yes, Bonnie, I think we should too, definitely. I would say let's do it this Saturday, but it will be the first Sunday we're back to broadcasting for church, and our living room is very different. Our lounge is smaller than the lounge that we had at the other house, so it's going to take a bit of experimenting to figure out what we're going to do on Saturday. So I don't want to I want to be available for Tom to figure out what we're doing. Okay, so I've already done my embossing buddy. So the reason that we do that is just to get rid of any possible oily, sticky residue that could be on the paper. So we've got rid of that. We've got our Versamark ink, and this is what we use to apply the powder afterwards. So we're just going to stamp this lovely stamp in various places. And again, I tend to cluster things in twos, or threes even. They just seem to do well together. So I'm sort of looking for gaps. Okay, and I can just about see the pattern. And I'm going to try and work fairly fast because there's quite a lot going down here. Sorry, I'm just concentrating at the moment, guys. Sorry. And then, oh, I think I'll leave the dottage to afterwards just to see what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just moving the pads out the way, and just going to apply the gold now. Okay. It's wanting to stick in some odd places, but okay, that's okay for now. Right, let's move this. I made the cat jump. Oh, sorry, cat. My tapping. Right, I've learnt you should put this stuff away immediately. Because if you don't, you can end up wasting a whole bottle of the stuff, or jar of it, rather. Just going to pop that to the side. We might need it again in a second, but, well, heat this up and see what happens. So the heat gun just melts the powder that has stuck to the Versamark ink. Now there are some traces of powder that seems to have stuck to some of the ink that I had down before. The ink hadn't fully dried. But you know what? It's okay. I don't mind. Oh, that's so pretty. I think it does need a few little dots, so just going to go back in now. So I'm stamping again with the Versamark. So of course, if you wanted to use this for a card, to make cards or scrapbooking, do whatever you fancy with it. I am going to be cutting this up though, so don't have a shock when I do. Oh, good, Deborah. You'll have to stay to the end. You'd like a bathrobe in this fabric, would you, Marty? Very glam. I still love watching. There's a program on Netflix called, is it Empresses at the Palace, or Empress at the Palace or something? And it's subtitled because it's all in Mandarin. Or is it Mandarin or Cantonese? Oh, I can't remember now. Might be Cantonese actually. And I used to sometimes just watch it, not really taking notice of the subtitles because I'd be doing something, but I'd glance up every so often just to take in all the colours and the silk and the debris. And okay, I'm trying to avoid where I've previously heated because I don't want to overheat the gold dots. So I think they're all done now. Oh dear, sorry about that, guys. I keep knocking the camera today. Here we are. If I take my charger out. Right, so now to cut this up. So normally I would cut this into threes to make quite large packets, but I want to make even smaller ones. So I'm thinking of making 6. So if I cut this 7 into 7cm strips and then, right, let's do some maths. So this is obviously just going to work for an A4 piece of cardstock. You can probably sort of figure it out for the American size. It's basically you're going to cut your card into 3 down at the longest side. So whatever your measurement is that way, divide it into 3. So that is kind of easy for us in the UK because our cardstock measures 21 centimetres. Obviously 3 times 7 is 21, so I just cut that at 21 centimetres like that. Take care, Steph. Hope those antibiotics kick in soon for you. And to make it easier for me to think, I'm going to cut these at 14 centimetres because I'm going to have to score these in half. So sometimes it's easier just to trim off a little bit at the end to make it easier for your brain to calculate. So I'm now going to cut this at 14. I'm trying to find the ends that have got the most gold. Right, so what we're going to do is then score at the halfway point between the two the rectangle. So that would be 7 centimetres. And then you need to find the halfway point between these two. And that would be 3.5 centimetres, because these are 7 centimetres wide. And I'm just going to mark there and there, and then I'm going to line up that mark that I've just done with the score that I did in the middle down there. I'm just going to score along there, turn it, make this one meet up with the line there, come on, and then score like that, turn it around, and again score from here to there, and then score from here to there. Right, so then the way you make it up is that you then fold your piece of cardstock in half, and then, why are my blades pink? Because these are not the Stampin' Up! Purchased from Stampin' Up! I think these were purchased, or Janice can tell you because she bought them for me. That's the score blade, and the reason I swapped it out was because my score blade had, one of the little bits had broken, and this was a spare one that Janice sent me, but they're available from Hobbycraft, I think, because they're the same make. But normally, and then this is a cutting blade, but normally I would use the Stampin' Up! Cutting blade, which I do have. So when this one runs out, it will come back. I will replace it back. But the score blade, it's a different colour that they do it, which is slightly frustrating. So. Okay, so those are now folded. So these are then going to go together like that, and we're going to punch a hole here and here, and that just makes a really cute little package like that. So I guess you can choose which one you want to show. Like if you want more of the gold to show on a particular side, then you just fold it so that the gold shows a little bit more like that. So I'll show you that again. So you score at the middle section like so, then you mark halfway here and here, and then you align the middle score mark with the middle notch that you did earlier, and then you just get them to meet up like so. So really simple, very elegant, and then if you want to dress it up with some ribbon, you can do. Hi Lorraine. Night Esther. And then just fold them up. Okay. Right, now let's see if I can find my crocodile to cut this. Oh no, sorry, not cut it, to do the circle punching. So what I would do is bring the two together like so. And if you have got some kind of circle punch, it does make life a little bit easier. I think I'm going to go for, I was going to go for the big one then, but maybe not. Oh no, we'll be able to go for the big one. I'm just talking to myself. So punch a little hole there. Oh look, that flower is nearly in the right place. Okay, so you've got a hole there, and then you just tie your ribbon through. Now, do I have a red ribbon? That will be the trick. No, I don't. So I'm going to have to go for kind of goldy coloured ribbon. I do have some of this lovely, I think this is bumblebee or crushed, oh, crushed curry. There we go. So just pop your ribbon through like so. And you don't need a lot, especially if it's quite thick. Let's just do a kind of a loose double knot. And I'm trying to get this. Okay. Would a fortune cookie fit inside? It might do. It might do. I haven't bought any yet, actually. Normally, we would be having a massive gathering at our house, and I'd cook loads of food. And partly because I've just moved, it's kind of crept up on me, and I've not thought about it. And partly, my heart is a little bit sad because we can't do what we normally do. I've not really given it too much thought. I have got some extra food in. But there we go. There we go. I think it could fit a fortune cookie. Yeah, I think it could. That would be really sweet, wouldn't it? Right, so there we have it. I'm not going to make the rest of these here because I'm going to be a little while making the rest of these. But this is quite fun to do. Very easy design. You don't really have to have specific measurements. All you need to do is create a rectangle and just use the measurements or use the cardstock that you have. So I was going to put money in these. So normally you'd give children, unmarried children, some money for Chinese New Year. So these will have some gold pound coins because it's traditional to give the pound. To give gold, you know, gold is that kind of thing. So, oh, hi Cindy, just saw you creep in. Lovely to see you. So there we go. So from one stamped one sheet wonder, you would be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these little treat boxes. Now, I remember one of the earliest stamped one sheet wonders that I did about 4 or 5 years ago is making one of these, but a slightly larger one. So what I'm going to do is, while you're all chatting and saying and asking me questions or whatever, I'm going to actually have a look back and share with you that video because some of you may want to watch it because of the different sizing on it. And I know how much you love watching stamped sheets as well. So, right, videos. Sort by oldest. It's one of my very, very early stamped one sheet wonders. I think it's this one here. Yeah, go and comment on it. It's interesting to see what sometimes it comes up on my feed that people have commented on some really old videos, and it's really interesting to see what you guys thought of some of my old videos and the terrible lighting and things like that. Right, share, copy link. Take care, Nessa. Gold wrapped candy. That's a good idea. I think I'm going to have to go to the shops early tomorrow. Get some treats in. My son has he's marinated the pork for the char siu pork. So that's in the fridge at the moment, marinating for tomorrow. We managed to get that far. So there we go. Right, take care, Deborah. Off to fix dinner. Enjoy your dinner. And we'll see you again soon. So lovely to see you. Oh, thank you, Jane. Oh, so kind of you. Thank you very much for all your support. I'm just putting together the list of people that supported me in January. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to film for you because I don't think I have a brand new stamp set that I haven't used before. So I may just have to order one. Actually, I have one on its way. Yes, you may have to wait a week or so, but I do have some stamp sets on their way that I haven't used before. So, so for those of you who don't know, there's lots of ways you can support what I do. One simple way is just give me a thumbs up. Another way is to share this video with any friends that you think may enjoy this or these type of videos. Then the other way you can support what I do is by shopping with me. So any of the products that you've seen me use today, whether it's the paper, the ink, scissors, the tools, I'm sorry, we don't sell the crocodile anymore. The blocks are fabulous, really, really ergonomic. I love our blocks. The shop link is below. And then I think it's this Friday, Lorraine, I think. And another way is for those people who can't shop with me is to super chat or to PayPal donate, and the links are all in my channel description. And so if you don't know how to get to that point, you go to my channel here and basically you go to about, and there's various links here. So if you ever lose where to find me, you can do that. The other thing that is really helpful is that if you shop with me, please do use the current Facebook, it's on Facebook. If I go to the Facebook group, it will show you. Use the current host code for the month. So the way you find that is you go to my Artful Stampin page. Hold on, I need to view this as a visitor, not with me. Right, so at the top of the page is the February host code. All right, so whatever month you're watching this in, you need to go and get the current host code for the month. And that's if you're spending less than £150. If you're spending over £150, then you automatically become the host of your own party, and you can order your own freebies. Okay, so enjoy those with my love. But if you do order under that amount and use the host code, I will send you a card, a thank you card, and a voucher to spend with me. Okay, that's just a promotion that I do and a thank you from me. So take care, everybody, and I will see you again soon. Yes, you were looking for it on Facebook. So you have to go to my page, Martina. And normally, and it's my fault, I haven't done it yet. Normally you can get it off my blog as well, but I've not updated that as well just yet. But if you ever have any questions, please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, or contact me via Facebook. And I'm quite happy to supply the current code, as Martina did this afternoon. She contacted me and asked for the code. So there we go. Lots of love to you all, and have a blessed evening, day, morning, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye.